Morning. Okay, so we'll just begin in the regular fashion. Feet at shoulder width apart, knees gently bent, back nice and straight, and a nice straight core right through the middle of the body. This idea of draw the mind back. There's this odd thing that Chinese teachers say. They say, imagine a void point about a meter in front of your third eye. And you wonder what a void point is. This idea of some little point of some sort about a meter in front of you. And then the idea is that you're imagining drawing this void point in through your third eye, deep into the center of your brain, almost like drawing the whole of your kind of scenery, the whole of your world inside the brain, and then gently moving the energy down from your brain through the middle of your body, down deep into your belly, behind the belly button, deep inside this area called Lower Dan Tien, where we hold all of our chi, the main chi storage, deep behind the belly button. And that's where we're going to work our first exercise from. So the mind drawn back inside, the chi drop deep inside the belly, and then gently turning from the belly. Just an easy turn, nice and simple. And then we can release the waist and let the whole body start to turn. Just remembering to keep the shoulders soft, keep the elbows soft, keep the wrists soft. Just let the arms curl around your body. Spaghetti arms, to steal a phrase. Just open the hands and let them slap onto the side of your waist. As we tap the hands, the center of the palm is awakened, a point called Lao Gung. As we let our forearms tap onto the belly, we're opening up Du Chi on the belly button, an acupuncture point there, a gateway there. And as the hands curl around the back, tapping on the small of the back, kind of with the back of your wrist, with the back of your forearm, I suppose. Tapping on a point called Ming Men there, and just opening the Ming Men gate. So we're just opening these major portals, allowing chi to flow in and out of our bodies. With the knees bent, the weight is slightly shifted forwards onto your front of your foot. That opens up Yongquan, the kidney points on the soles of your feet. Then head up in the blue sky. Head up in the blue sky, Bai Hui, on top of your head, gathering chi down into the body. All of these acupuncture points wide open. Yin tongue on your forehead. It's got a matching point in the back called Yu Jian. There's a point underneath your arms, which is just being stimulated by the movement of your arms, called Da Bao. Tanzhong, your breastbone, on front of your chest, and its matching point. Shen Dao? Yeah, possibly Shen Dao on the back. So all of these points are stimulated as we begin our exercises. They start to open, we start to balance. So chi that's been trapped inside can be released. Chi that's needed from outside can be taken in. And we start this lovely balancing process of energy inside the body. Gathering the chi you need, releasing the chi you no longer need. All of this energy gathered into your body. So keep yourself open and relaxed as we run through this exercise. Keep your body soft, keep your mind inside. So the mind can be a little bit like a puppy, run off and discover new things, wants to sniff all around the place. In the puppy analogy, your mind is kind of a bit unruly. And so we have to just gently draw the mind back as if it was on a lead. Your little puppy needs to be drawn back to your heel. And now your mind needs to be drawn back to your body. So sometimes we just find that we're working away with an exercise that we're quite familiar with, and then the mind just drifts and wanders and goes somewhere else. Well, it's not a reason to be upset with yourself. oh goodness, I've lost my mind again. It's how difficult this is. We're not talking about that. All we're talking about is a repetitive, gentle drawing back, because the point is that practice makes perfect. And so as we draw our minds back again and again, the mind just starts to stay where it's supposed to stay. As in my dog training analogy, eventually your dog will walk at your heel and your mind stays inside your body. So we're gently training our minds just to be good minds that stay inside while we do our exercises. Let's just relax this exercise, slow it down slightly. Now we can go into the other version, which is a bit longer. Look back over your shoulder, use your neck. So the first bit just warms up the spine, and now we can use this bit to warm up the upper spine and neck. Mind stays inside. Mind stays in lower dantian. So that's one of the crucial parts to this, mind in the belly. Because if you're thinking about mind in the mind, if you're thinking about mind inside your head, what tends to happen is that energy is attracted there. And so that can make you feel lightheaded. So if you're thinking, oh, I've got to concentrate on keeping my mind inside, and you're not concentrating on your belly, then what happens is that you're thinking about your mind a lot. And where the mind goes, the chi flows. And so we find ourselves attracted to our heads, thinking about things inside our heads, and that can make us very lightheaded. So this is why we think about the belly. So you think about your belly button and you go deep inside, you find an area just in front of your spine, and you concentrate your mind in this area in front of your spine. You imagine how it might be. You perhaps imagine something deep inside you. I once had this very daft image of a little child's ride-on toy. And sometimes you have these little toys. The one I was thinking of was a plastic bus. Stay with me. And on top of the plastic bus, it had a flat sort of steering wheel. You used to sit on top of it. The steering wheel was just directed straight down to the front wheels, and you could turn it left and right, and the bus, and then push the bus along left and right. And so this idea is that deep inside lower dantian, there's this kind of device. Your mind is gently driving left and right. It's deep inside the core of you. Maybe it looks like your own personalized steering wheel. Perhaps it looks like I don't know, a ball, a crystal, a glowing ember inside a fire, whatever. But just imagine engaging with this device and moving it from side to side. So the mind stays in the belly as you think about this. The internal device moves from side to side. As it moves, it then stimulates the spine. As the spine moves, that then stimulates the shoulders, arms, and all the way down to the fingers. As it moves, the hips move. As it moves, it gently stimulates the knees and the ankles. The whole body responds to this internal device, your internal steerage device, however you wish to think of the image. Okay, a few more turns of our lower dantian, as if you could grasp lower dantian and turn it from side to side with your hands. So we're moving from side to side, and then we're going to slow down. The last few stretches, and the whole body starts to slow, 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 slow. Comes to a stop. Let's gather some chi. So sometimes that turning can leave you feeling a bit dizzy, but if we move the chi back from our heads, draw it back down from our chests and put it back to this space deep in the belly, that starts to bring us into balance. We relax the hands and we just connect downwards. Let's go again. Let's just gather chi, lift chi up. Let's pour the chi down through our bodies. Draw the chi. Send the chi deep. Lower the chi deep into the belly. Relax and sink. Send the chi down. Once more we gather. And we gently pour. Draw the chi deep into the pit of the belly. Okay, let's do some forward and back bends. So lift the hands up. We're going to start with a back bend so we can extend from our breastbone to our fingertips, gently leaning back and opening the front of the body. Up and gently back. Up and gently back. Up and gently back. Stretch up into the blue sky. Arms and ears are going to tip over. Let's relax our way down. Get to a state where the body just hangs comfortably. Back of the neck is soft and relaxed. Okay, so let's extend gently towards the toes and then release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. Stretching down to a line between our insteps. And release. Stretching back towards a line between our heels. Gradually deeper with each bend. Good, and then the body just hangs and relaxes. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone towards the front. Start to bring the spine up and bring up the head and bring up the arms and ears as one piece. We stretch up into the blue sky. Drift knees and hips forward. You lean back. Stretching up. Gently back. Stretching up. And back. Extend from the breastbone to your fingertips. Open the front of the body. And up. And back. Great. Hands in the blue sky. Okay, so let's keep going with this forward bend. Sorry. So head, arms and ears tip over. Upper back. Middle back. Lower back. Sink down. Relax down. Back of the neck relaxes. Knees are still soft for this one. Okay, so extending to that line between the toes. Gentle out breath. And release. A line between the roots of our toes. And release. Line between our insteps. And release. A line between our heels. Good, the body's soft and relaxed, just hanging down. Tailbone lifts up behind. Tailbone pushes to the front. The spine slowly rolls up. The arms and the ears try and come up as one piece. Gradually stretching up into the blue sky. Knees and hips drift forward. You can lean back. Up. And gently back. Up. Gently back. Up. And gently back, opening the front of the body. Stretch hands up into the blue sky. Okay, so straighten the legs, and then we do the same again. Tip over the arms and ears. Try and keep the legs straight if you can. Just gives it a little extra hamstring stretch. So we slowly work our way down, bending lower middle back, and then lower back, hanging down. But the legs stay straight. Just shift the weight a tiny bit forward to the toes and really feel the hamstrings starting to open up. And then we gently extend down to the toes once more. And release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. In line with our insteps. And release. And then backwards towards our heels. Good. Body just hangs and relaxes. Okay, so we lift the tailbone up behind, push tailbone to the front of the body, start to roll the spine up, and then we bring up the head and the arms and the ears, and we stretch up to full height. Stretch up. Drift knees and hips forward. You can gently lean back. Up. Gently back. Up. And back. Up. And gently back. Stretch up into the blue sky. Okay, last time. So straight legs if possible. Arms and ears go over. upper back, middle back, lower back goes over. The legs stay nice and straight. We just let the body hang down a bit. Back of the neck relaxes, legs stay straight, weight slightly forward to the toes. That hamstring stretches there. Extend gently and softly towards your toes. And then release. In line with the roots of your toes. And release. Toward the insteps. And release. Toward the heels. Good. Body just relaxes and hangs. Tailbone lifts up behind. Tailbone pushes to the front. Spine starts to roll up. The head, the arms, the ears start to roll up. Body comes up. Stretches up. Knees and hips drift forward. Gently lean back. Up. Gently back. Up. And back. Up. And back. Good. Hands up into the blue sky. We drift the arms down the sides. Gather chi. Pour chi. Bring the focus deep inside your body. Focus deep into the belly. Hands relaxed, chi flows down, connects into the earth. Let's gather again. Lovely circuit of chi. Drawing the chi, moving the chi deep inside. So we gather the chi deep in the belly. Once more. Pull. Okay. Let's do our side bends then. Just raising the right hand up into the air. Stretch up. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tip the right hand over to the left-hand side of the body. Gentle breath in. Exhale from your right elbow, right shoulder to middle finger. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Draw the right hand up into the blue sky. As you breathe out, swap the hands over. Right hand comes down, left hand lifts up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Breathe in. Left hand drifts over to the right. Gentle breath in. An extension from your shoulder to your middle finger. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in, lift the left hand up. As we breathe out, take left hand down, right hand comes up. Breathe and stretch up to the blue sky. Breathe out and go over to the left. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Once more. And out. Right hand goes up. As we breathe out, right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Gentle breath in. Exhale over to the right. Breathe in And out. Gentle breath in and out. Breathe in and stretch. Good. Breathe in, raise both hands up into the blue sky. And as we breathe out, we drift the hands down. Let's gather chi. Final time, we're just pouring this energy down through the body and bringing stability back. Lift and gather. And gently pour. Gather. And pour. So we draw this chi all the way down, deep into the belly. And we'll just gather one more time and leave our hands on do chi on the belly button. So lift up. Move the energy down through the body. Deep into the belly. Gather the hands onto the belly. Gentle breathing. So we're just thinking about this potentiality to create some compression deep in the belly. The more we sort of squeeze lower dantian, the more we can really make lower dantian strong. It's like about sort of compacting and holding the chi. So you can imagine belly button going in towards du chi. Can you imagine the lower back going in towards du chi? Can you imagine your pelvic floor, Huoyin, lifting up towards lower dantian? So du chi going in towards lower dantian, Ming men going in towards lower dantian, Huoyin lifting up towards lower dantian. So as all of those three things squeeze into the center, they kind of squeeze against the diaphragm. And so it's almost like you can sort of compact from four directions. The diaphragm doesn't really move, but the tummy muscles can go backwards. The small of the back can just tuck in slightly, and we can bring this slight lift to our pelvic floor. And just all of these directions squeezing into the center, build up the pressure, and then we can relax. So we do this with our breath. You can breathe in and squeeze all of these things at the same time. So take a breath in and then squeeze tight with the belly button, lower back tucks in, pelvis lifts up, and relax. When I say relax, it means you can relax your tummy muscles. It means you can relax the pelvic floor. It means the lower back straightens out slightly. And the lower back movement, don't get me wrong, is only a few millimeters here and there. It's kind of like lower back gently moving forwards a little bit as the tummy squeezes in, as everything lifts up. And then you can just let the tailbone relax down, I suppose, and maybe tailbone move slightly forwards when you let your breath out. So that indication there is that maybe as we breathe in, the tailbone moves slightly a bit backwards. Because if you feel your tailbone moving slightly backwards, you can feel your lower back slightly closing. And that would mean it's moving forwards. So when we breathe in, you can move your tailbone, swing it slightly towards the back, tighten the tummy muscles, lift at the pelvic area. Take a breath in and do that. Just hold the breath. And now relax. Breathe in, lift the tailbone, squeeze the tummy, lift the pelvic floor. And relax. So we're just going to hold our breath just for a pause, 2 or 3 seconds, something like that. Breathe in, fill the belly. Just lifting the tailbone up a tiny bit, squeezing the tummy in, lifting the Huoyin between the legs, and release. Just do that again a few times. Breathe in, lift tailbone. and release. A few more times. And release. Last time. And release. Gentle breathing. So this is just bringing kind of application of pressure to lower dantian. When the tummy button goes backwards and the tailbone goes backwards, that means that the Mingmen gate is slightly moving forward. So that means that your Mingmen gate is heading towards the center, and the belly button's heading towards the center, and the Hoi Yin between the legs is lifting up to the center, and everything comes into the center. We squeeze, we compress. When we relax, the tailbone will just naturally move to pointing down again, and then the pelvic floor will drop, and the tummy will just relax. So we can bring all of this focus into lower dantian with our muscles as well as our minds, as well as our breath. Let's just try that. Hold the breath a little bit longer. Let's just breathe deep into the belly. Tighten all the muscles, squeeze and hold. And then release and relax. Breath goes out, of course. Breath comes in and we tighten everything. And release. Go again. And relax. Two more. And release. Last time. And release. So the hands just stay on the belly here. Just some gentle, easy breathing for a moment or two. Releasing the tummy, relaxing Hoi Yin. Tailbone softly tucks towards the front, which really opens the lower back. Gentle, easy breathing. As we stand here, we can just feel our connection to the ground. Feel the heavens above. And we're drawing chi into this area we've just been working with. This helps us to really find lower dantian as well. You can perhaps still feel the kind of space you were squeezing. So imagine the chi flowing up your legs to the space, flowing down from the head, flowing from your hands into the space, gathering from all around you into this place. Lower dantian chi becoming abundant, blood and chi flowing well through your body. The body relaxing, the mind gently expanding. We're taking up this beautiful humble stance, our standing stance, just allows us to really gather chi. No difference really between the outside and the inside. It just appears that we start to dissolve into this chi field. We just become one with everything around us. Difficult to tell where the skin ends and you, or the outside begins, as it were. Body relaxes, mind expands. Allow the mind to expand through your body, gently feeling through your body, anywhere that might need a little bit of extra chi today. Illuminate the body inside. We can just allow our mind to gently expand. We want to have a clear mind. So hopefully by now, the mind is just gently settled, doesn't need drawing back anymore. Mind just in a gentle, neutral posture. I have this daft image I use sometimes. It's like your head as an observatory. Can you imagine sort of opening a door in the head, like the great doors of an observatory opening up so the telescope can poke out. Just imagine that you can fold away the doors on top of your head and open gently out. Imagine that you can take your mind and experience the space around you. Perhaps a bit like a flashlight, lighting up the corners of the room, illuminating your space. Outside, space, illuminating your local village or town, countryside around you. Start to illuminate your county or state, your country, your continent. Eventually we zoom back and we can just imagine our beautiful blue planet in front of us. Just imagine you have this gorgeous satellite view of our beautiful blue planet. Scan around and look for the moon, look for the sun, look for our solar system or the planets. In the distance, the Milky Way, many, many, many thousands of stars more. And beyond that, the vastness of our universe. Open out into that vastness. Go beyond the physicality. We're given these extraordinary, powerful time and space travel tools, our brains, that allow you to expand and experience universal chi, the vast, undifferentiated chi of our entire universe. You are just a speck of chi, a moment in space and time. When your problems seem huge and exhausting, just think about yourself as a universal being. From this universal perspective, you can see the insignificance. Tiny little speck, tiny little dot. In our daily lives, things can seem utterly enormous, totally unfaceable. But from this perspective, we realize that the universe is vast, that there are infinite resources available to us. The information layer of the universe, this incredible library of information that we can access at any time. What information do you need to discover that will make you heal? Like a great library at the end of the universe, all you need to do is take out the right book, read the right page, and everything can shift, everything can change. When we start to see this vast, undifferentiated chi that's available to us, and then we realize that in our little story, in our little body, we never really access that. We never access the vastness of the universe. We never really ask for these new ideas to come back into our lives. So now this is exactly what we do in Jneng Qigong. We can bring back the vast healing energies of the universe and apply them to our physical bodies. We can bring back the healing information of the universe that's required to heal us. And we can bring that back into every cell of our bodies, into our very being. So allow yourself to be this expansive chi being, to allow yourself to be the whole of the universe. But just remember, when you come back to your body, bring back that vast potential. So let's think again about our solar system, the Milky Way and our planets. Eventually we can find our way back to our beautiful blue planet. Stay for a moment. Let's send some of this vast healing resource somewhere else, not just for ourselves, perhaps for your family or friends, perhaps there's a part of the world you'd like to do some healing with. You just send healing chi back. Okay. So after having sent this healing chi back, we start to work our way back towards our practice space. You find your continent, your country, your state, your city, your town, your village, whatever it might be. And eventually we'll find back to our work area. And then eventually we move ourselves back into our bodies. So as you start to think about your body, drawing chi into your body, move this vast energy of the universe deep inside you. Imagine every cell can be filled with chi. Take the chi deep inside. Bring back the information that you need at a DNA level and at atomic level, the deepest, deepest level. You bring back the information that can heal your body, that can restore your body to the way it used to be. So if your hands have strayed away from your belly, we just bring them back. If they're not, that's fine. And now we're thinking about our body. We're thinking about transforming chi. We've gathered these vast healing resources inside, and now we need to use them. So let's think about how best to heal ourselves. Well, each is a case by case basis. Only you can really design the healing that you need. So perhaps it's something simple like going into a joint. And you can imagine bones and muscles and synovial fluid and sort of things. You could imagine the structure inside, even if you're not a biologist, you can get a kind of stab and an idea. We've seen skeletons before and things like that. So we get an idea of roughly what we're looking at. And you can start to imagine a bit of space and a bit of opening and a bit of change and a bit of healing and perhaps inflammation going away. Or perhaps you've been through some operation and actually have had something removed. But all of this vast resource of the universe can rebuild that. So why don't you rebuild it? Perfect working order. I dare say if you've been through an operation, you've had it explained to you exactly what they're doing. And now you just put those pieces back, but this time super healthy, working well, glowing with energy. Make them a beautiful shining color, gold or blue sky or azure or whatever it is. Rebuild your body to perfect working order. Now we're using our minds to do an intricate rebuilding surgery out of chi. Just reminds me of a story I haven't told for a long time of a gentleman who had a car accident and the steering wheel crushed his spleen on the left-hand side. And so the doctor said, we're going to have to remove your spleen. Spleens don't do much anyway, as doctors tend to say. So they removed his spleen as an operation. And then he felt that he'd lost, something really, really important in his life. They said, don't worry, keep taking drugs. We'll keep your immune system going through various different drugs. He said, okay. But every single day he sat there and he thought about his missing spleen. And being a sort of scientific guy, he started by imagining a wireframe model, a kind of like the right shape of a spleen and the right place for the spleen underneath his left ribs, and kind of imagined the spleen just sort of starting to grow there, reattached, and the sort of shape of it. And then he started to study the spleen to see what was inside it, all the little bits and pieces that make up a spleen, all the tubes that connect it, and the picture of it. In his mind's eye, he started to actually build the spleen up, cell by cell, function by function. And after a few weeks, he felt completely convinced that he'd completely replaced his missing spleen. I think he worked on all the sort of scars inside and everything. So he built up his spleen and he started to build up his spleen function. Imagine his spleen working well. Imagine the immune system working well. Imagine the digestive system in total balance, everything in good working order. And then the story goes that he went back to his doctor after about 3 years of not having seen the doctor at all. And the doctor, quite alarmed, sort of said to him, "Where have you been? And you haven't been picking up your prescription. Why haven't you been taking your immune support tablets?" And he said, "Oh, it's all right. I've rebuilt my spleen now." And the doctor kind of looked at him, said, yep, okay. Wondering where the white coat was to sort of, send him off to the asylum. And so they did all sorts of blood function tests on him, and his blood function was perfect, as if he had his spleen in perfect working order. And the doctor was duly dumbfounded by the story, but impressed. And so this guy rebuilt a fully functioning spleen for himself, as if it had never, ever been removed. All functions returning to perfect working order. You can do the same. All functions returning to perfect working order. Now, having spent a bit of time working yourself, sometimes it's nice to work with other people as well. We can just imagine somebody that we want to work with in front of us. Perhaps they're sitting or lying down, or maybe they're in a hospital bed or whatever it might be. Just imagine you don't have to actually physically be there, because no time, no space. So if there's somebody you want to give healing to, you could literally just sit them down in front of you in your mind's eye, see them sitting there, and then gently send healing inside their bodies. So you can't really know what's required. I mean, there might be something obvious. So we could send healing directly to a place that's been operated on, perhaps. But otherwise, you could just allow some healing love to go to that person. And so you could open your hands out a little bit and just gently move the hands open and closed. Imagine the person in front of you. When you open the hands, all of their problems disappear. When you close your hands, you can heal their body, or let them heal their own body with your chi. So we're now kind of lending a bit of healing chi to someone else. Pour it into their bodies. Help all their pain to go away. Help all of their problems to dissolve. Help them to feel light and happy and relaxed once again. So now we have this lovely healing circle. And the nice thing about it is that the more you heal other people, the more it heals you too. So I suggest that you actually do this. I suggest that you find someone to work with, because you can't always be working on healing yourself. It doesn't have to be physical, as we see. The person doesn't even have to know you're working with them. You could easily call up a friend on Zoom and say, "I'm just going to practice a bit of healing. Do you mind sitting with me for 10 minutes while I do it?" Something like that. Why not heal somebody today? Why not take these ideas and send chi deep into their lives? The point about it is that you can't change them, but you can just connect with them and send them unconditional love. That's always going to benefit, always going to help. And you don't have to know how it's working or why it's working. Just be with that person and send them some unconditional love deep into their lives. Chi and good information flowing. Sending chi inside. So we have this lovely sort of healing group then. We're all connected in the chi field. We've connected to other people who are healing. So now we have this lovely group. And as I say, no time, no space. It doesn't really matter whether you're doing it on a video or you're doing it live, because we all connect into the same space. No time, no place. Just connect with this healing field. Feel that you can heal. Feel that your friend can heal. Everything can shift and change. Suddenly we have this lovely little circle of healing that's going to continue working even when we finish. No time, no space. Sending chi into someone else's life, filling them with love and light, filling you with love and light. So sometimes in our healing journeys, we can get very caught up in our own story. But now, as we share this gives us an opportunity to work with ourselves and work with them, to open space out for ourselves. So we're not always caught in our own drama. Now we can just gently let our stories open and dissolve and send chi into our lives. Open their stories and dissolve, send chi into their lives. Open us as a group, open space for all of us, and then send chi into all of our lives. Just keep working with that idea for a minute or two. So just bring your hands gently back to your belly. Hold the chi deep inside. We're going to refine the chi inside our bodies just by saying the tone shu. S-H-U-U-U-U-U-U. As you say shu, you let it vibrate through your body. It gently vibrates at the perfect rate just to clarify the chi, just to balance and center the chi, just to purify the chi, to make it more harmonious. If you find that you start too low and you want to go high, that's no problem. If you find you're too high and you want to go low, don't be afraid to change the tone till you find a tone that really works for your body. Shoo. Okay. Take a gentle breath in. Take a soft breath. Body relaxes. So now would it be too much to ask you to try and squeeze Hoyin up, tummy button in, smaller the back in as you breathe in. And as you relax gently, say shoo and let the breath out. It's possible to combine these two techniques. Take a breath in and squeeze everything in the belly. When you breathe out, you soften. Breathe in, lifting Hoyin, squeezing the tummy in. Create that internal pressure. Everything releases. Breath in and squeeze. Breath out. Breathe in, squeeze. Breathe out. Keep going. Just 2 or 3 more breaths like this. Shu vibrates through every cell in your body, clarifying and healing, transforming chi. All this beautiful chi we've gathered goes deep into the body and transforms and heals the body. One more time. Breathe in. Just feel chi in every cell of your body. Feel chi vibrating gently deep inside. When we match the vibration of the universe, this is where healing starts to come about. Allow the vibration of your body to lift to the vibration of the chi field. Allow the chi to transform into healing chi deep inside you. Exactly what's required. We've gathered all this chi, we've directed it, and we've transformed it. Hunhua. Transformed it into healing chi. Every part of our body, healing well. All functions of our body returning to perfect working order. All functions of our body normal. All functions normal. Let's just bring the feet back together again. Let the hands release down by the sides. Just stretch the body, roll the shoulders a little bit, move the body slightly. Bring the hands up into the prayer position, and we'll close out using the Zheneng Qigong closing. So take the hands up in front of the face and up over the crown of the head, and stretch and make a nice long stretch for your spine. When the hands drift down a bit and the knees soften a bit, we open up little fingers, ring fingers, middle fingers, split the hands apart like a beautiful rainbow down to shoulder height. Scoop, gather 2 beautiful handfuls of chi, round to the front. Send these handfuls of chi deep inside your third eye. Upper Dan Tien, chi is abundant, blood and chi flowing well. Your brain is filled with chi, healing chi deep inside. We drift the elbows down and just let the fingers come underneath the armpit. So middle finger just touches da bao underneath the armpit. And imagine sending chi into middle Dan Tien. The middle energy field supports your liver and spleen at this time of year, supports your heart during the summer, your pancreas late summer, your lungs in the autumn, your kidneys in the winter. But all the organs benefit from this amazing chi deep inside. Then we just release the hands backwards. They point to the horizon. Then the back of the hands move forwards in line with the side of the body. Turn the palms over, send a wave of chi out into the blue sky, and then gather some back for yourself. A beautiful ball of chi just in front, and we draw it deep into the belly, gathering it inside. Hold it deep inside, lower Dan Tien. Lower Dan Tien chi is abundant. Blood and chi flow well through your body. All functions of your body returning to perfect working order. Perfect working order. Every cell, perfect working order. Just imagine that. This chi field deep inside you. Allow the qi to flow from lower dantian up your spine into your brain. Fill your neck and your shoulders. Pour the qi down to your fingertips. The whole of your spine, include the ribs, upper torso, middle torso, lower torso, all the way down into your tailbone, hips and pelvis, down into your thighs, down to your knees, ankles, calves, ankles, Achilles, feet, whole of your body, all the back surface of the body, the tip of your nose, the tip of your toes, tip of your fingers, tip of your ears. Qi, flowing well, blood and qi flowing well, an abundance of energy, bringing healing in your body, all functions of your body returning to perfect working order, all functions normal, all functions of your body normal. And then we just take 3 little circles around the belly button. Just turn these 3 circles round, and all the qi gathers deep in your belly. Any excess qi is brought to this storage area. Then we turn 3 circles in the opposite direction, and that just tells the body, right, time to get back into the body, time to hold ourselves deep inside, time to return back to our daily lives. So we keep the qi inside, and we come back into our physicality. As we stand here, imagine our Wei Qi layer, this beautiful protective shield of qi around our skin, 2 or 3 centimeters of lovely thick qi protecting you, an energetic force field. And then round that, your qi body, 1 meter in front, 1 meter behind, left, right, up, down. This qi bubble contains you. It protects you, but it also connects you to the outside world. So see these fields of energy, strong, working well. You, a being of light inside, every cell in your body, perfect working order. Big smile on your face. Release your hands down by your sides. Just relax and release. And then just give the body a bit of a stretch out. If you want to do any forward bends, do so. But just come up nice and slowly. Don't rush anything. Stretch anything. Stretch everything out. Big smile, open eyes, shake the body out. And then we finish off by saying haola. So if you don't mind featuring on the video, you can unmute yourself. Because what happens is sometimes it brings the focus to you when you say haola. Otherwise, if you'd like to remain anonymous, don't worry. We can all say haola energetically together anyway. Okay, so hands up in the air. 1, 2.
Haola.
1, 2.
Haola.
Last time. 1, 2.
Haola.
Very good. So we take our right hand and bring it up, and then the left hand down on top. And this is our salute called entirety hands. Thank you very much for being here. As I always say, if you can pass it along to your friends, I'll put it up on YouTube this afternoon sometime. Pass it around, spread the word. Really nice to see you, and have a lovely day. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.